What was that noise?
Sorry.
Oh, you had that pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a donut.
Did he really?
Did you eat a donut, Jimmy?
2 of them.
Jay Gray, the NBC News reporter that gets flown all over the country. He was just in Hawaii. He's here in Phoenix now for John McCain services, and he showed up this morning in a Muhammad Ali t-shirt with a bag full of Dunkin' Donuts.
He sure did.
Jay Gray, you're a man of the people, and I know you're not watching this, but if you were, I love you, and I appreciate you. Good morning, everybody. I love you and appreciate you, too. Thanks for tuning in to the 12 Today After Show. Paul, Vanessa, and Jimmy hanging out on the couch for you this morning. I accidentally just activated Siri, and she is transcribing this entire conversation. You see this?
Wow.
That's crazy.
She's good.
She's just talking. Jeez. Sorry, Siri. Close this. Make it go away.
Her, what's the key to happiness, Siri?
Siri, what's the key to happiness? That's what we're talking about this morning on the After Show. Good morning to Stephen, Timothy, Micah, everybody waking up with us here today. We want to know what you think. How do you become happy? How do you stay happy? The Today Show actually took a look at a couple like individual changes that you can make to your life.
Okay.
And we had the graphic up earlier in the show. Do we have the graphic now, by any chance? The silence is deafening.
Yay.
There it is. Improving your happiness today. Those 4 items.
I like it.
What does that mean? I don't mean to be skeptical. Direct your focus. For what? Directed on what? On negativity?
on the good in your life.
I think anything. Directing your focus at anything helps. Whether, let's say you love records. Focus on your record collection. Let's say you love building Legos, Jimmy. Then build the heck out of those Legos.
Okay,
You
there it is.
love
I'm happy
barbecuing.
already. Yeah, I do. I do.
Focus
I
on
love
barbecuing.
cooking. Yes, I do.
Jimmy, you like biking. Direct your focus at becoming a better bicyclist.
Okay, there you go. I'm feeling happy already. I think you're born happy, or you're not. Some
Really?
people,
Some grumpy disposition.
Oh, some people come out of the womb angry. And they're just angry there all their lives.
You know what?
I know people that are like that.
Might depend on how the pregnancy went, like what kind of music the mom listened to, if they're reading books, the environment that was going on.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
something
'cause
chemical,
the babies
something
can
genetic.
hear everything, and they feel all the whatever the mom's feeling.
How about this? I was born in December. I'm a Sagittarius. What's happening in December? Everyone's having a blast,
'Cause it's
Christmas
Christmas.
party.
How'd you end up
they're
so
happy.
grumpy then?
Exactly. See what I'm now? I'm taking pause and turning into grumpy. But.
We got people watching from all over the planet right here. Tina's in Denmark and watching the show. That's a new one
Oh,
for us.
Avidelsen.
Yeah, good morning. And good morning from Chandler, from Lewiston, Idaho, Surprise, Arizona. It's good stuff.
Okay.
Jenny says it definitely helps to burn off some steam. Walking, swimming, stretching, singing. Can we see the rest of the requirements now that we've addressed the direct your focus one? There are 3 other tenets to happiness according to the Today Show. Practice gratitude. Be thankful.
Yes, I think that's great. When I wake up in the morning, you kind of write down a list and say everything that you're thankful for. Or even they say to do it at night, to write a few things that you're thankful for.
You write it down every day?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
you
great.
know, when I listen to all of these motivational speakers, they all say to write down things, to write down the things you're looking forward to write down your goals, to write down what you're thankful for, and that helps out with making you a better person.
My motivational speaker that I listened to used to live in a van down by the river. So.
Yeah, little Chris Farley homage there. Spreading positivity. We try to show love on this show. We get people that text us in and say they love the show, even the people that say they hate the show. Hey, thanks for watching. Spread that positivity.
Yes.
You know, try to.
We try to do that within our
Some
group
days
here.
are better than others.
Yeah.
That alarm goes off at 2 a.m. Sometimes it's not easy to be.
It's a punch in the gut.
Yeah.
But when you got
It is,
people all the way
it's
from
hard.
Denmark, watching us, that's great.
But then at the same time, we're thankful that we have this job, right? Do you know how many other people would love to be in our position?
We're not digging ditches. I wear makeup 5-6 days a week, so it's really not
And you
that
get to wear a nice tie every day.
Thank you very much.
But,
You like
but
the
let me
orange?
tell you something. I'm a pretty positive person, but I think we all have to be, there has to be a little pressure release. There's times I blow off my negativity by being negative. You can't be happy all the time, because then you're just setting yourself up for a massive breakdown.
I think you can have a moment of unhappiness and negativity, but you have to let it go, and then you have to keep moving forward.
Well, it could be longer than a moment. It could be a couple days. You could be grumpy. It's okay.
I don't like
get
to
a
be
moment?
grumpy for a couple days. You know, exercising helps out a lot too.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. You talk to like professionals, like psych therapists, and they'll say you need to get out. It could be a walk. It doesn't have to be the gym or something like that. physical is giant.
It is.
Sit at home all pent up with your anger, it can get worse.
Miss Russell says, inhale positivity, exhale negativity.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people are saying in the comment section, like Joyce, that she finds happiness in her Lord and Savior. Religion, ascribing to something larger than yourself, whether you're religious or spiritual or none of the above, that's important too. Maybe you put that commitment into your family or making your life outside of work a better place if you're not a religious person. Charlotte says the key to happiness is getting out of where she's living. Valerie says, good morning from Casa Grande. Music making people happy.
Music does.
Music's a big part to our
Yes,
mornings, too.
it does. It helps people out a lot, especially get you motivated, or people can relate to the song and how they're feeling at that moment. It does help.
I have my Amazon playlist, 121 songs, and I just start doing housework and turn it on. It just goes from
What are you jamming to these days?
The funny thing is I go from Pitbull to the Commodores to Sunshine, Casey and the Sunshine Band, all the way to Britney Spears to Katy Perry.
Okay.
I like it all.
You're
I'm
a
all
big
over
Katy
the place.
Perry fan.
And I jump all over the place. You know, I like a lot of 70s sort of like love songs, little Paul McCartney and Wings, that kind of stuff.
We want to know what makes you guys happy. Jump into the comment section right now on our Facebook page. We'll read your responses live on the air. We love the fact that you're a part of the show. You're the one that makes this thing move. Speaking of making things move, let's get to our In Case You Missed It this morning. If you didn't join us today on 12 Today, we were talking about happiness and what makes people happy, and Jimmy had a pretty funny story to share. Listen to this.
Okay, so there's this nice lady.
Hold on.
No, we're going to show it.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I'm Emma Jade alongside Paul Gerke. It is 5:29 on your Tuesday morning.
I got a story.
What is it?
Breaking news, Jimmy has a story.
There was a...
Stop the presses.
And he says so little all the time. He's just saying a few words. We might want to listen. I knew a nice lady that lived in a very, very expensive hotel in San Diego. She lived there for 10 years. She's probably still there, 15 years. Yeah. Comes from like old money. I don't want to give too much information. But I asked her, I said, what is the secret to happiness? I said, what is it? Because you seem so happy. She says, darling, it's easy. All you need is money. I was just like depressed for 2 days after that.
She makes a great point, though.
I was waiting for some...
Yeah, that's fine. You just gave away the entire story now. now everyone knows it.
Now get back to work.
Yeah.
The 4 secrets. Dollar bills, y'all. They say money can't buy happiness.
Oh, she was happy.
Yeah.
Very, very happy.
There's a Weird Al lyric. If money can't buy happiness, I guess I'll have to rent it.
I think money is helpful, right? Because if you want a nice steak dinner and you pay some money to get that steak dinner, and then you're happy.
But you know what? If you don't have enough money, then you go to the grocery store and you get a steak. And if you don't have a lot of money, you get the steak on sale. And you go home and you cook it with your friends. Yeah. I mean, let me tell you something. Secret to wealth. This kind of helped me. When I was in Texas, I had a small job. I was making absolutely nothing. And I moved to San Diego, and all of a sudden my salary was way up there. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to put all the money into a house. I wanted to be house poor because I was so happy being broke. I wanted to continue to being broke. I really did, without blowing all my money.
Okay.
And because I used to have so much happiness off of a cheap beer, a cheap bottle of wine, a good company, making, you know, we used to have supper club Thursday nights, and we'd watch Seinfeld after, and we'd all make a dinner and just... So yeah, you can do really well without money.
That is so nice, but I feel like nowadays everybody's so busy and it's hard for us to get together.
A lot of people eat out.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Jimmy, I agree with you. I feel like some of the best times of my life was when I was making nothing. I was on government assistance, working my first on-air TV job, making $17,500 a year.
Wow.
Getting food stamps to put food on the table, eating dollar bags of Spanish rice every night. But the people that I knew then and the times that we had with the little that we had, I wouldn't trade those for the world.
Yeah,
I mean, that's some
making
of the
homemade
happiest times of my
pizza.
life.
There you go. It's
Top
huge.
ramen.
Yeah.
A lot of the people in the comment section are sharing things that make them happy that have nothing to do with the amount of money that they make. X-Teen says, hanging out in the desert with my horse. Patricia, key to happiness, looking into my kids' eyes.
Oh, yeah. Huge.
John says, my wife, just spending time with her makes him happy. Jacob says, good morning from Peoria. Hey there, everyone in Peoria watching today. Key to happiness, listening to you guys, hearing Vanessa give the juicy question, and listening to James's forecast. Aww. I swear I'm not making that up. That's really there.
Thank you.
That's that reciprocal love we're talking about. We appreciate you guys.
That is true. You know, I love spending time with my family and my friends, but it's like because we do work so much, right? When we get that weekend off, I do tend to spend a lot of it with my friends, and we have a great time laughing, going to get something to eat, or everybody going to somebody's house, or these days my girlfriends all have kids and are married, so then we go to a birthday party and we're all just there hanging out, and that's really a great time.
Yeah, Joe says the same thing, spending quality time with wife and kids. Money's not everything.
Nope. I do this one thing every day. I try to do it every day. I wake up and I tell myself it's going to be a great day, even when I'm not feeling great.
Right.
And what happens is at the end of the day, the worst case scenario I've ever had, it's an all right day. It's never been a bad day. You know, or I'll say the same thing. It's going to be a great, or I tell it to somebody. Walter, our security guard up front. I'll say, Walter, it's going to be a great week.
If you put it out there, it happens.
Wake him up,
Throw it out there.
He's probably asleep at the desk. Walter, it's going to be a great day. Wake up.
Walter,
I
you
beat
alive?
Walter to the door
Checking
today.
his pulse.
Did you?
I'm like, hey, he's like, oh, I just made it. I'm like, yep. I guess I walked too fast, Walter. He said he walks too slow. So,
How about some fresh squeezed juice, guys? Move the show along a little bit. This is a spin-off of our juice segment during the show, something you didn't see on 12 today.
All right, J.J. Watt is pretty good at football. He's also pretty good at raising a boatload of money.
Oh, is he?
J.J. Watt's Hurricane Harvey fundraiser became the largest crowdsourced fund in history, bringing in $41.6 million. A year later, we're finding out what he did with all that money. It went to 8 nonprofits. All of those millions went to repair and rebuild 500 homes, as well as 420 child care centers and after-school programs. Wow. The fund provided 26 million meals. Watt says he was fortunate to have witnessed this much generosity firsthand. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, okay. I got a friend of mine, and she's worth gazillions, okay? And she's in this millionaires club, multi-gazillionaires club, and their whole premise is to get you, if you make the money, it's your responsibility to give it away. It's called boomerang, this club. And it comes back to you. You figure out ways to give it away to people. You help with scholarships or with whatever. J.J. Watt's doing the same thing. He's raising money with his. So if you ever were one of the few fortunate people to get money, I think it's your responsibility to figure out to give it to people.
One thing I really like about JJ is the way that he handled this, because he got a lot of money really fast once he started trying to tweet out some relief for the Houston victims. And he didn't act right away. He didn't just, okay, well, this is a nonprofit that's involved. Let's give that to them. This is an after-school program. He waited. He measured. It was a measured response. He calculated where that money needs to go and who could use it the most. And now they're finally starting to see the dividends.
I couldn't imagine if I tried to raise money and that happened and I got that much money.
I mean, what would you do?
I don't know what I would do with it.
Jimmy's trying to raise $1,000 and you raise millions.
Yeah, exactly. What do I do with it? I don't know. Start a nonprofit. You're the president. You're going to start out. You're $250,000 a year. You're going to.
What?
No, it won't be that kind of a nonprofit. It'll be a real deal.
Yeah, I do believe in giving back, and just like you said, even if you're not making tons of money, you know, if you can help someone in need, whether it's you buy them a meal or.
You just hit the nail right on the head. There's always something you don't have to be rich to make a difference out there. It could be your time. Some guy in front of me the other day at McDonald's, I don't know, I was in line, I let him go first. I said, you go right ahead. I drive up to the window, she says, your meal's been taken care of.
Oh, that's nice.
It's so cool. Just little things like that that restore people's faith in humanity, even if it's not some gigantic thing. Just, I got a hamburger, you bought me a hamburger. That was cool.
That's better than not getting a free hamburger. Yeah. That's for darn sure.
There's nothing better in life than a free hamburger.
John agrees with this. Says you don't need to have a lot of money to be able to give it back either. I mean, you could find a way to do something with your time, your resources. Everyone has something that they're good at that they can make the world a better place with. Jason says, good morning from San Clemente, California. Look at us.
Hey, San Clemente, love it.
Happiness is waking up to another beautiful day, just being thankful.
Yes, that's what I think too. It's just another day. You're here, you're happy, you got a job, a roof over your head, family.
Here's the miracle. I think, okay, we miss the miracle every day. We want the miracle of winning the lottery, of the job promotion, of getting that giant house. The miracle is I can see, I can walk,
you're healthy.
I can hear you, I can have a meal. So the miracle's happening right here. We're just missing it. Most people miss it every day. And I think you have to look at that. This cup of coffee, how good it tastes, the fact that I can reach it and pick it up is a miracle. The fact that right now I could walk out of the studio, no jokes, and I could hitchhike all the way to New York City. I could. And be fine.
I'd give you the first ride.
Exactly.
I think you want to be careful on that one.
No, but you can, you know, it's very important.
Gabe getting on TV over there. Gabe hanging out, our social media guru, and making sure everything runs smoothly on the Facebook Live. I'm thankful for Gabe, because without Gabe, this show is not on Facebook right now. It's not happening.
Yeah, a lot of behind-the-scenes people. People seem to think we do it all up here.
I do almost nothing.
Yeah. You know what else you're thankful for?
What's that?
That pumpkin spice latte is available today.
Oh, no way.
I'm feeling a little sick about that, actually.
What?
It's just
you were so excited about it.
I am, but it's got a lot of sugar.
Okay. So then now that it's out, how often will you purchase one or drink one?
Occasionally.
Occasionally?
Yeah, I got to get the skim ones because then I don't feel as bad about it.
How about the skim and the sugar-free?
I've never had the sugar-free. I don't like the aftertaste of the sugar-free.
Yeah, well, there's that.
But I'm thankful
whatever
for it.
chemicals they put in that stuff is kind of.
Well, they said you can order one with less pumps of the syrup, and that helps reduce the sugar in your.
Becky says what makes her happy being up in the pines. She says we take too much for granted.
In the pines?
Up in the pines.
Oh yeah. Up at
You know, I
Cole's
love
Ranch.
to see how many people are happy on our Facebook.
Yeah, no, a lot of positivity this morning for a
I love
Tuesday.
it.
We appreciate you. Julie says, key to happiness, my nonprofit group, the Eastside Elves, continuing to support our homeless animals at the Maricopa County Animal Shelter in Mesa. Next fundraiser, November 10th.
Okay.
They've got a Facebook page if you guys want to help out the animals there.
You know what's so cool? They're solving it for us right there. You just try. They just come up with ideas. Why am I positive? Maybe that's the answer. Whatever your answer is, that is the answer. Animals, the pines. A good cup of coffee in the morning.
Gardening.
Yes.
Amen, brother. All right, let's get to our extra shot, something you can expect coming up a little later this week on 12 Today. And by a little later this week, we mean tomorrow. 12 News taking you everywhere from A to Z. You may have seen Crystal Henderson's work up in Payson today, riding four-wheelers through the trails up there. We are in Rim Country all week. Tomorrow, tucked away in the trees, a small community called Young. There you'll find a unique vineyard, which is partly run by some furry friends.
I want to meet them.
Those llamas or alpacas?
I believe those are llamas, but I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, they look about the same.
Team 12's Crystal Henderson knows, though. She gets all the good assignments.
I know.
She's going to take us there and introduce us to those alpacas and or llamas tomorrow.
Does she work for us, or is this from the travel channel?
She is our travel channel.
I like it.
Forget the where's Gurky going stuff. We need the where's she going.
You know what else I'm excited about, guys?
What's that?
That 12 News is giving you a chance to win tickets to see Jay-Z and Beyonce in concert when their On the Run tour. Tour makes a stop here in Glendale September 19th at the University of Phoenix Stadium. We will give you the song of the day every morning on 12 Today until Friday, and we'll be giving away 4 pairs of tickets. So good luck. Make sure you're watching so you can get that song of the day, because I know I'm trying to go to this concert, and I was looking up the prices.
Yeah.
And for lower level, they're like $160.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah.
These are 2 heavy hitters here. More people talking about what makes them happy. My buddy Anton this morning. Friends and family lift me up. My wonderful fiance to smile and hug when I'm sick or blue. Jared, you know a guy named Jared, Jimmy? He says what makes me happy coming back to Phoenix to go to Jimmy Q's wedding.
Jared's the
Yeah.
best.
Wait, are we invited?
Him, right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything
sorry,
about
Jared.
it. Are we invited?
Jared, it was last weekend.
Yeah, whoops, sorry, bud.
Just kidding. No, he's awesome. We had a great conversation. He used to be a meteorologist here.
Oh, really?
Awesome. 6'8". He's a Viking. Great dude.
Now all the ladies are asking about him. And no.
He's a 6'8".
He has a beautiful wife and beautiful kids, and now he's switched. He's a financial advisor. He's helping. His happiness is improving people's lives, and ever since he came here, I mean, he does meteorology. He's a phenomenal, but he was always talking about money and people, and how you can save and invest, and so he was even helping me yesterday too, just with some great throwing out ideas out there, and just a good person. So good example. Hi, Jared.
Waited the question if we were invited to.
Yeah, I think it's in the mail.
It's coming.
Yeah,
I'm telling
it'll
you.
be there.
We're trying to figure out when I'm going to get married. I'm not sure if it's going to be a spring wedding. It's definitely not going to be a summer wedding, and if it is, it ain't going to be here in town.
I think that you guys are going to elope and not even tell us.
How dare you?
Because you didn't tell
saw
us
Jimmy
when you
again.
proposed to her. Remember that?
I did.
No, he didn't tell us about the
On
ring.
Facebook?
Yeah,
I got
after the
people
fact.
ticked off at me. I had to find out about it through Facebook.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. So that makes you happy. Kim makes you happy.
Yes. But remember, Kim is everything to me. But one person cannot make you happy. You have to find it within yourself.
I am big on that.
Yeah. If you're an angry, bitter person and you try to find something, you're just going to bring them down.
Yeah.
So I think that was a positive. I was in a great place when I met Kim, and she's like, man, you're positive.
Yes.
Man, you're in a great place.
I totally agree.
And she was in a great place, too. So
I think that's a great point. Happiness comes from within. The world is whatever you want to make it out to be. That's a good place to leave it for today. I want to give a shout out to Carol, our most recent comment here. She says, I'm thankful for this little segment about positivity. She's going to her dad's memorial this afternoon. He just passed away from cancer. To have had 33 years with him, though, is something she's celebrating this morning, and we're celebrating right here with you. Thank you so much for joining us. Spread the love today, people. We appreciate you. We'll see you back here later in the week. No after show Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have some special John McCain memorial coverage coming up on 12 today. So unfortunately, we'll be over at the desk and not here on the couch with y'all. But I promise next week, 7:30 a.m. on Monday, we'll be right back here to share some more love.
Have a great, happy day.
Take care, guys.
wait.